I hadn't heard from him. So I said, hey, I noticed that your communication has slowed down.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Summer, and we are back with another rewind. Darius Cooks is on the docket today, and he went a little deep with his Instagram fan, which he typically does, and it sounds like another one just might have bitten the dust.
When we talked a few weeks ago, you seemed serious. At this point, you've made 0 plans.
Teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal.
I got some. This is big T.
You messy and you messy. I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me. This not about me. This ain't about me. I know I got limits.
Clock. How was you well? How was you well?
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
I'm not a difficult person to date at all.
Now, those are his words. However, I do recall a time, and one time does not constitute everything, right? His statement, I'm sure, was in general. However, we do have to make note that he has shared with us a lot of his relationships that either never were meaningful or just didn't go anywhere. There was no longevity in it. Do y'all remember the time the one guy, he was like Prince Charming, baby, on a horse. He communicated very well. He set everything up with Darius. He flew him out, I think, to Vegas. He checked with his schedule, made sure he had free range to do what he needed to do. Even considered the fact that Darius is a super busy man because he got a lot going on. You know, he about his business. And even with that gentleman doing all those things and letting him know what he wanted to do in Vegas, when it got to Vegas, Darius found a way to be unavailable to the gentleman, although he had pre-planned these things. I went to go try to find a clip. If I could find it, I will bump it back up or add the link to the caption later on. But he tried to say that he didn't clear it with him, and then he must have forgot that he gave us the receipt because he posted the text messages between him and the guy. So I don't know if I can, in full conscience, say that Darius is not difficult to date, because maybe he is the problem. Maybe he's afraid, but he does drop some gems in this video, okay? And I think a lot of us ladies could take some notes, because we tend to date, a lot of us, not all of us, tend to date potential. And he explains from a male perspective. He is a man, and I do believe that men know men. So check out what he has to say, and maybe we need to step our game up a bit. I know some of us have in 2025. We ain't doing the same things like back in the day, but we need to all come to the forefront, okay? Check out what he had to say and how he handled business. And wait 1 minute, okay? I'm not here to destroy nobody, bully nobody, or intimidate nobody. I'm just putting out the stuff that you put on social media publicly. All right, y'all. Enjoy this clip.
Either he is not interested, which is crazy because I still get the good morning text. I still get the how are you text. So I'm like, well, are you interested or are you not? Or are you stringing me along? I can't put 2 and 2 together with this. I can't figure it out. But when the Capricorn can't figure something out, we protect ourselves 150,000%. I can't quite figure it out. But a person who is interested in you will let you know. A person who is interested in you will show up. Probably don't care about the popcorn, really. I think that's his way of saying he wants to see you. He said he wants to see me. I've been back 2 weeks. I talked to him when I got back, almost 3 weeks. He's been wanting to see me for 3 weeks. And what did I say? We should hang out. Let's hang out. I'm fine. What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Let's go hang out. Nothing. Every weekend rolls around. He has a very important job, so he works Monday through Friday. Every weekend rolls around. No consideration. I'm 43. I don't even keep my phone on. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. You see what I'm saying? I don't do all that texting back and forth 85 times a day. I got stuff to do. He can't be waiting on me to make a move. I've made all the moves. Let me tell you what I did. When we were talking heavy before, he had to work late or something, and we were texting, and he was like, I'm in a very important meeting. The meeting is going over and long. He's like, I'm just going to grab my stuff, and I'm going to come spend the night at your house so I can go tomorrow and go to work. So I said, okay, cool. Not a big deal. And I said, well, have you eaten dinner? Because it's late. He's like, no. I said, okay, cool. I'll order something. So I ordered, they had this pizza place here in Houston, and it was buy one, get one. Okay. So I bought one, and we actually split that one. And the other one, I had it for him to take to work, to lunch the next day. And he was like, wow, that's very thoughtful. I was like, cool, no problem. So I've done all the showing you how interested that I'm going to do. I did it all already. I did it. I've done it all. I've done all of the things you are supposed to do when there is somebody else that you might be interested in, and I did all of those things. If you think I'm doing something else, you have another thing coming. I don't even like Garrett's popcorn. I was in Midway, Terminal B. Honey, I walked right past Garrett's popcorn this morning. I was on the phone with y'all this morning. I walked right past Terminal B. I mean, right past Garrett's in Terminal B. There used to be their music room from the man on the west side. I can think his name right now. You know what I'm talking about, the black man. There used to be his music room over there. It's gone now? Yes. Are you kidding me? I walked right past. I'm not doing nothing else. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, George. What's his name? George's music room. That's what it is. You got it right. Come on, West Side. That's what it is. I'm not doing nothing else. I've done plenty. And hold on one second. I also sent him a message the other day, and I'm like, you don't seem to be moving like you. I'm gonna tell you what I wrote. You don't play with me. I'm not. It's not gonna be no ambiguity over here. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no ambiguity. You're gonna know exactly how I feel over here. Okay, I said the other day to him, when is message that I sent him? Girl, we got so many messages. So I said on Saturday, I hadn't heard from him. So I said, hey, I noticed that your communication has slowed down. I'm just taking the temperature on how you're feeling about us. Let me know. So he says, good afternoon. No, sir, I worked this morning. Running errands. Okay. All right. You busy? Cool. Okay, cool. I should have followed my first impression and FaceTime you on the way home, but I thought you were busy. So then I followed up and I said, I'm all good. No issues here. But just thinking and realized I hadn't heard from you. And I tend to initiate most of the communication. So I wanted to make sure we were aligned. His response, we are aligned. That's what he said, right? Cool. That was then. We not aligned. So why do I respond? Why should I respond right away? You know what I'm saying? Why should I make considerations for somebody else when they've made zero considerations for me? In fact, I even said to him, I want you to hear all this, baby. He said to me, with a message on Sunday. Now, I just told you what happened on Saturday. This was on Sunday. He says, I miss you, Darius, is what he says. He says, I miss you. That was on Sunday. Today's Wednesday, Thursday tomorrow, right? Okay. I said, likewise, let's make some plans this week. I'm here. I go to Chicago Tuesday afternoon. I'm back on Wednesday morning. You see what I'm saying? He said, okay, let's hang out. I don't play. I do not play. If you're going to do this or you're going to be serious, you're going to have to communicate. You have to be a grown-ass man, and I don't play these little games. You don't communicate. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to tell him. Matter of fact, let me do that right now while I'm on the phone with y'all. Girl, let me do it right now while I'm on the phone with y'all. Yep, I don't play. Let me write this. What did he say? Let me write this. Hey, I was going to get the popcorn. Then as I walked past Garrett's, I I decided against it. When we talked a few weeks ago, you seemed serious. At this point, you've made 0 plans, barely initiate communication, and expect me to bring you popcorn when I barely hear from you. It's evident this isn't what you want. I'm not gonna say I think. We should call it done right here. If you wanted something to happen, it would have by now. You're a great guy. I'm sure the right person is out there for you. I wish you well. Take care. All right. And there we go. And there we have it. That's that on that. Okay. I told you he wasn't going to make it to November. Please, are you kidding me? I told you he was not going to make it into November. I told you this. Did you think I was lying? I do not have time to play around. You're not going to string me along. 3 weeks, you don't string me along. Girl, who I look like? A 30-day hold of you? Who I look like to you? I sent it. That man don't want me. Girl, bye. I'm not playing these games with you. Y'all, I do not play. I don't do this. I do not. The Bible say either you gonna shit or get off the pot. That's it. Even if he respond back, I'm leaving him on red. I'm not going back and forth. You're not gonna change. In the last 3 weeks, you gonna tell me you finna change, it's gonna be drastically different. No, you've already shown me who you are. Now imagine me frustrated in a full-on relationship. If you frustrate me in the dating stage, start at Genesis. Read line by line until you get to Revelation. You'll come across it. If you do all this playing around in the talking dating stage, you think I'm finna go through this in a relationship? Did he read it? I am a Capricorn. I don't care if he read it. When a Capricorn is done, a Capricorn is done. How long y'all been following me? How long have we been on these live streams? Huh? How long we been on these live streams? What the fuck I look like going to Chicago to celebrate my best friend's birthday and you want me to bring you some popcorn back and you ain't did nothing to deserve to earn it? Honey, girl, if you want that popcorn, you can do what I did. Book you a flight and go get it. You could do what I did. You could go book you a flight, carry your ass down there to Midway. You ain't got to leave the airport. Get your stuff and get on the plane and come back home. That's my problem. I see things as potential and not for what it is. I see things as potential as well, but I need to see things with potential and promise. You know what I'm saying? I understand. No, it's not the same guy I want to date with. No, this is somebody different. That's why you date multiple people. You know what I'm saying? You date multiple people until you go have fun with all of them until you get the one that you think is going to be the best one that's going to complement your life. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to start, you start comparing and contrasting and then you making some decisions. How am I gonna find a magical person that's fully compatible? I'm not, you know what's so funny is I'm not even a difficult person. I'm not a difficult person to date at all. I'm one of the coolest people. I don't get pissed off at shit. I don't get pissed off easy. Oh, dating me is a breeze. I'm the funnest person to date, and I act a fool. So dating me is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular situation, it's like you gotta bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? You haven't done anything. And you reached out to me to rekindle. I didn't text you. You text me. Okay. He replied, I'm sorry you feel that way. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate you. That's his response. All right? He knows. Y'all, ain't no need in doing this back and forth stuff. You see what I'm saying? He knows. Y'all gonna stop playing with me? You think I'm supposed to just sit here? I'm supposed to just sit here and be strung along? Oh, no, ma'am. You take care now. May the Lord God bless you real good. And you know what? No hard feelings, because all I'm doing is matching energy. That's everybody. Okay? That's literally everybody. You understand me? That's everybody. All I do is match energy. That's it. Yeah, he asked me for popcorn. What did I tell y'all the other day? Y'all listen. They might as well call us prophets. A Capricorn. When a Capricorn be thinking, everything we ever think come true. Everything Capricorns think come true. I told you this. Then I told you, because see the thing is, I don't want nothing in the way. What's up, Candy? I don't want nothing in the way. Are you telling me that it was my fault? You see what I'm saying? Oh, no. No, bitch. It ain't my fault. The sound, that sit sound on that text message, when I hit enter, return key, you hear like that sound, so like you going up, it's some morphing up to heaven or out in the atmosphere. That was my care and concern. When I hit send, it went into ether waves with their text message. That's it. I don't know how to do all that, girl. I'm a catch. You know how many men out here? Girl, bro. I mean, I ain't beat them off with a stick, but I'm also not chopped liver either. That's the thing, when you know your worth, you don't settle for anything. Yeah. You doing all this, are you busy? And I had to run errands and all that. And can't communicate? And you got a doctorate degree? And you have earned a doctorate degree. And you think I'm supposed to believe that somebody who has a doctorate degree possesses the inability to communicate effectively? You lead business units. People report to you. People who run stuff report to you. Honestly, I was really looking forward to getting to know you. Now you finna string me along. I'm good. You had the opportunity. I'm not even gonna reply. That's what he just said, and the text just came across. You had the opportunity. You fucked it up. I'm not doing this with y'all, girl. Girl, it'd be a cold day in hell before I settle like that. Girl, I skip through the you know I don't need nobody. I'm gonna vibe by myself. I'm gonna go upstairs and practice DJ, honey, and have a whole dance party and make a cocktail. And be in my house, girl. The two-step. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got my boots on the ground. Girl, I go upstairs by myself. know this about myself. If somebody wants you, you'll know it. Yeah. If somebody wants you, you'll know it. And if you see these red flags from the get-go, what you gonna see? What you gonna see when you go? What you gonna see later on in life? You know, when y'all together in a relationship and you frustrated. I just don't know why he didn't. Girl, did he ever show signs of this before? No. Well, there was that one time right there. Right there. That's where it's gonna be. Well, there was that one time. See, y'all, some of y'all women do that. Y'all overlook stuff. Y'all settle with stuff. Girl, I don't know how the hell. I'm so glad I'm not a woman. I don't overlook nothing for the sake of the feeling. You know, some of y'all, it feels so good. I'm overlooking the red flag. No, bitch, I see the red flags first. This feeling can come and go. You understand me? Bitch, this feeling can come and go. No, it's not the guy that I'm currently seeing. Several guys I'm currently seeing. I'm not in a relationship. So as long as I'm still single, technically single, I can date whoever I want to date. Just like the person I'm dating can date whoever they want to date. Now, once we decide how we catch strays, exactly. Once we decide to put it together, then that's a whole different ball game. We ain't got there yet. You see what I'm saying? There's always signs. Unfortunately, I turned a blind eye and was like, oh, that can't happen to me. And it did. Yeah. You got to see the signs. You have to see the signs. We miss so many of the signs from the beginning. And I look at patterns. I look at pathology, right? Circumstances change. And I understand that this is a busy season for work, or I understand that you're working on a major project, or I understand that you're going through finals. I'm cool on all that. What I am not cool on is your inability to communicate. Do you understand me? Communication goes a long way. This is in any relationship. This is not just in a romantic situation. It's any relationship. If you can't communicate in the dating or getting to know you phase, you're not going to magically be able to communicate 6 months down the line. And a year later, I'm going to be somewhere frustrated saying, I got to get up out of this. I saw the signs from the beginning. From the beginning, I've seen the signs. Not interested in going back and forth. I'm not. You clearly we are not aligned. We are a mismatch. Okay? And this is the other thing. You gotta be okay knowing that you're not a perfect match. I'd rather be armed with the info that we're not a perfect match than fake it like we are. I would rather personally, right, be armed with the knowledge than thinking it's something else. You gotta be able to communicate. I'm not doing this. I communicate with y'all. So for me, communication is paramount. How often do I communicate with y'all? How often do I clear stuff up? How often do I lay stuff out? How often do I put stuff in perspective for you when we are having conversation? So you have to know that communication is crucial to who I am, right? I have to communicate with my teams, the people that report to me, the people I'm working for, the people I'm working with. You have to understand that, like, okay, if something come along, I need to be able to close the loop on communication. This means all parties involved need to understand what's going on, and I need to make sure if somebody is there. Oh, now he want to call me. Don't call me. Now he calling me. See, now he calling me. Don't call my phone. You ain't called no other time. Now you want to call now. Oh, girl, no. I don't play those games, y'all. You knew he was going to call. You ain't calling my phone. You had all that time. Oh, now you do know my phone number. Oh, you do have my phone number. I don't know who y'all think I am. Girl, my ass a little goddamn phone. I'm busy. Girl, it's late. It's 9:16. I'm in the bed. If this was somebody else and you had shown yourself you had studied to show yourself approved and you could rightly divide the word of truth, then I probably would answer the phone for you. You understand me? But now it's 9 o'clock. Who got my phone number and be calling me late? I don't answer the phone. My phone's stale. I gotta look at the phone and see who phone call I missed and call them back. I'm not doing it. Put him on speaker, girl. Now you know I'm not doing it. Sis, I'm not gonna embarrass the man. Now come on now. We don't want Karma to come get us now, do we? We don't want Karma to come get us now, do we? Sis, I'm not gonna embarrass the man. We don't do that. We're not gonna embarrass him. But we also see what it is for what it's worth. Hear him out. Who the Did you hear me tell you? I brought this to his attention before. That was his final warning. He had a verbal. I gave him a written. How many more? At some point, parents, must there be consequences for those kids' actions? Because if there are no consequences, what is going to prompt them to do better? It don't matter what he said, it matter what he does. And he ain't did shit. And then expects me to bring popcorn back. You have not done anything to deserve popcorn back. You have not done anything to deserve popcorn back. And now you want to talk. What happened last week? You didn't want to talk last week? Huh? When I said to you, I initiate all the communication after you reached out to me, and not only that, but I was open with him. I told him I'm dating other guys, but I'm not in a relationship. I'm single. I'm just out dating, you know, doing the thing. I told him that up front. What am I hiding that for? Bitch, I'm sure you date guys too, or fucking them, whatever you're doing. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I was clear. I did not hesitate. When I felt it, I communicated it. I wasn't mean with the communication. Or I was too honest. You think so? You think I was too honest? No. Yo, this is what happened. Let me give you a touch more context, okay? He had a job. He no longer had the job. He moved back home, where he comes from, and then he got another job back in Houston. So now he's back in Houston with a new job. When he left, communication went silent. When he got back, that's when he reached out to me. What am I supposed to be doing? Sitting here waiting on you to call me? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be sitting here waiting on you? And I told him. I said, I'm single. And I told him. I was honest with him. I said to him, I think you are a very attractive guy. You are very handsome. You have a lot of great qualities going for yourself. I would love to hang out with you and see if something can develop. I told him that up front, y'all. And still, zero. But a text message. You want to come back home, Charlene? No. He probably was going to do something when the job went south. You're not hearing what I'm trying to tell you. Moving away is perfectly acceptable. We're not in a relationship. We just hanging out, dating, whatever the case may be. I'm okay with that. He came back. Okay, so you talking to somebody, he moves away. It wasn't serious, not a big deal. He moves back to your city. He wants to reconnect with you. Okay, here's what I got going on. Get in where you fit in. So I don't know if you're hearing that part. He was busy. He reached out to me. I did not reach out to him. Are you hearing what you are saying? He reached out to me. He is the one who said, hey, I'm back in Houston. Do you understand? He, not me. He. I don't know what you're hearing. Okay? He. Anybody who initiates the communication should be willing to push a little work in. And I know that you probably be like, oh, you got to prove it. No, I understand how this could be. This could be tough. Give me a little bit, I give you a little bit. You gave me nothing. Give me a little bit, I give you a little bit. You ain't gave me nothing. Why should I give it to you? Why should I go to Garrett's? Why should I bring popcorn back to you? I haven't even seen you since you've been back in Houston, and I'm supposed to go get you some popcorn. They got that movie, but a popcorn girl at HEB, but go over there and pop that. It's giving user. It's giving user. That's what it's giving. It's giving, when you log onto Netflix, it's more than one profile. It's giving user. That's what it's giving. Says, you know what? These extra people in here, girl. Go back to Dining with Darius Cooks. Hold on, let me pin this real fast. But my editors hit and I can't remember my goddamn last thought. The extra people are here for two reasons. One, that shit with Tiffany. That shit with Black and Bali. All that. They ain't here for that. Okay? Trying to hear if I'm going to say something, what we talking about, if I'm going to say something about hip-hop soul, right? They're trying to get more information because it's not posted anywhere. You can't get it from anywhere. You only get it from my mouth. And if I don't tell you, you don't know. So they make it up. So that's the one reason the extra folks are in here. The second reason is because I promoted the R&B Day Party. And there are people who do not want me to succeed at the R&B Day Party. They want to hear what else is coming. They hear me talking about a brunch. They hear me talking about a tour. So they're in here. This happened in 22, y'all. You remember this? The 2022, then 2023, this happened. When I stopped in December and we just chilled, it's just me and my community, these numbers were not this. Now that I'm back active and I'm back doing stuff and people want to know what's going on, what you got going on, that's where the extras come from. Okay? Now, I don't know if they don't realize the fact that we have been here over the last 2 years. Almost every day. We skipped, days here and there, a week or two here in between. But we pretty much have been here for 2 years straight with no problem. You see what I'm saying? So then people will say, oh, he's talking about, we've been talking every day. This is what we do. This is our therapy. Every goddamn day. Every day, this is what we do. You see what I'm saying? So, and then they don't really understand. You have to remember, new people are coming across the content of my haters all the time. And so they're like, damn, he did this? I always knew it was something about him I didn't really too much care for. It was something. So then they know I'm live. So they come over here to see, well, what they talking about. Everybody in there, they must talk about something. since Periscope, y'all. And please understand, there's gonna be more. When we start doing these day parties and we traveling and shit, people they want to know what's going on. Okay? All right. Now, he could have caught a flight too. But let me tell you how I absolutely unequivocally knew this was not going to work. It's because normally, who buys a plane ticket? Hey, Tony, hey, Puddin'. I was in your fair city, girl, not even 24 hours, this, okay? I'm back home. I love you. I see all your stuff. Happy birthday, 55th. I just don't comment. 55th birthday. Happy birthday, belated. And you also had a yard sale as well. I saw that. I just don't comment, but I do see the stuff. Okay, I'm one of those. I don't comment, but I be in your business when you post it. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that you were doing. You traveled somewhere for your birthday, I think, and it was like double nickels or something. Something you said. I seen it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I do see your stuff. I just don't comment. Okay, love you, Puddin'. You know that. Y'all, she came to dinner last year, Christmas dinner. Yeah, that's Antoinette, Tony, lovely lyricist from Chicago. We've known each other for years. She's from the West Side too. So all the West Side talk. Costa Rica, that's where you okay. I knew you were somewhere. So all the West Side talk we talk about, I talk about. Anyway, I love you too, Puddin'. You know that. He could have caught a flight as well. I do agree with you. But let me tell you how I knew this was not going to work out. Who buys a plane ticket for November? I'm not going to say who because y'all do. Some people do. But when have you ever seen me buy a plane ticket 2 months in advance? When? And it's on Southwest. You have never seen me buy a plane ticket that far in advance. The only reason I got that ticket is because it's a group of us that's going to fly together from Houston to Atlanta. And so you gotta, you want to tell people, what's your flight, whatever. So you just get it, book it, boom. So we booked it at the table over crab enchiladas the other day, right? So normally I would not have had the itinerary to send to him, right? So I said, okay, cool. To be honest, the 6th date guy, I smile when I think about him. The 6th date guy, I smile when I think about him. I know. I'm just going to be honest, right? So if there's anybody I envisioned being by my side, it's the 6th date guy. It was him all along. I said, let me send this itinerary to him and tell him what's happening and see what he does. I knew he wasn't. I knew it. I knew it. I was blushing talking about him. Was I? Probably was, child. It do not take much, okay? I probably was. Yeah, I called it. I knew it. I knew it from the moment I said, let me do this.